This is Kindred of New York, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play story. I'm your storyteller, Yirco, and my troupe includes JT as Mick Birmingham and Trish as Valerie Moreau. This is episode 14, Partners. So where we left off last session, you guys were in the Upper West Side at David's apartment. He's the retired Scourge of New York. He had the position before Duval. And you managed to convince him to track down and eliminate Jake, if possible. He agreed, but he said that if he was going to do this, he would have much better odds if he had the pocket watch which Duval carries around. He let it be known that he was actually the one who gave Duval that pocket watch, and he had used it when he was Scourge. Somehow it helps him track down Thin Bloods, or helps him find them, he said. Right. He mentioned that this pocket watch was gifted to him as well, but he did not mention who gave it to him. The very last thing we did was we saw David's machete, which apparently he intends to use to do in Jake. I felt like that interaction was more or less wrapped up, unless either of you had anything specifically you'd like to say to David before you left.
I don't think so. I think Mick's pretty much said everything he had to say. If there was something, I've forgotten it by now, unfortunately.
Valerie?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't have anything else to ask.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No, forget it. No, I'll let it go.
Okay.
That's tomorrow Mick's problem.
That puts you guys back on the street, the Upper West Side. I mean, he let you go after that. So, I believe where we left off on this night, you had already met with Estevez, and now David. I think, considering how long both of those meetings both would have taken, you guys have a little bit of time with the rest of the night to do as you please. Anything on the agenda? You do probably have some things to discuss. I mean, I'll remind you, obviously, David wants Duval's watch. There was also an informal, you might say, sort of unofficial deal that you partially negotiated with Tayshawn. Tayshawn offered to kill Jake for you. It doesn't quite have David's credentials, but he did make that offer if you would take care of someone for him. That was the trade he offered.
Oh.
Is that not how you remember it?
I thought he wanted me to kill David for him. I thought David was the individual. I'm misremembering.
Do you mean Jake?
I thought Tayshawn, wanted me to kill Jake. I thought that's. I don't know. No. I'm just misremembering. I'm sorry. My
Yeah.
head's somewhere else.
Tayshawn offered to help you with killing
With
Jake.
Jake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. YouTube's gonna love this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Good. But he wants me to kill somebody for him, but I don't know who.
You don't know who. Yeah. Or who, actually.
Right.
We fuck with Tayshawn.
Mm-hmm.
And that... I think those are your two big prospects at the moment. Estevez, you gave him that last vial you had of the thin blood potion, whatever you might call it, the blood elixir that seems to grant them the powers.
The blood alchemy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that's not a wasted investment.
I think that's all the irons you guys have in the fire at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to tell you what to do, but might be prudent to discuss next steps. And also, I'll be taking notes.
All right. Well, what do you think?
I think David's probably our best shot. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to be able to get Duval's pocket watch.
I'm not sure either.
I mean, I could ask nicely, but I'm sure that'll go over well.
She'd either laugh in your face or ask for a favor.
I don't know if I can afford to owe the Scourge a favor. But if we have to do it, we have to do it.
Well, like David said, it would significantly increase his chances of finding the target.
I mean, we don't even know if David could kill Jake.
Well, he retired because he didn't want to do it anymore, not because he wasn't capable.
Right.
Seemed, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's my contact also, though. But I don't know. Look, let's be straight. They said they would help in exchange for me helping them. There's no telling what.
Yeah,
Right.
Sorry.
We don't know what side he wants me to go after, if you will.
If you go after someone on the Camarilla, you're asking to be killed. Kadir won't hesitate.
I'm sorry, say that again?
If you end up having to go after someone from the Camarilla, you're asking to be killed. I mean, Kadir...
I'm aware.
Yeah. I mean, you could ask Tayshawn.
I have my thoughts. But the end result may not favor you.
Talk to me.
If he asks me to go after someone on this side of the fence, I can only think of one way to possibly escape that fate. To go over to their side. You would be alone. Not that I don't think that you're capable of handling yourself, but it would feel like abandonment.
A little
I
bit.
don't like the idea of leaving you behind either.
I mean, I have Victor. I have Valentine.
Not the same. To me.
It's not. But you'd also be alone.
Not as alone as I am in the Camarilla. But yes. I would be alive. But I would be alone. That's if he was even to ask me to go after someone on our side.
There's
It may not even.
no guarantee that Kadira wouldn't still try to kill you.
True. True. I would have to hide where he shouldn't go. No.
What do you think we should do?
How about we see... I don't think trying to steal from Duval is a good idea. Plain and simple. We could ask, but we will either get nothing, or we will earn debt. As you said, I'm not sure I want to pay the price that she would levy.
The most hands-off approach to this would be getting the pocket watch and hoping David is really good at his job. And I think we should probably go with that to start. Just to avoid either of us having to kill someone.
Right. I think David perhaps was too good at what he did, and he had enough of his humanity left to know to stop.
Mm-hmm. I'll try to get a hold of Duval.
Well,
Hmm.
whatever her price is, this all comes with a lot of weight. She's going to want to know why. And telling her is more than likely going to cause problems. I don't feel good about this. I know I already suggested it, but I'm already having doubts.
I mean, all we can do is try, and if Duval says no, or if the price is too high, I mean, we'll just go to Deshawn.
Well, that's the problem. If the answer is no, she's going to be suspicious. She's going to start to dig in. I've already said that I think that she's prolonging this on purpose.
You
If it
know,
was.
I had a thought.
Mm.
If I could get her to tell me what Pocket Watch does, maybe I could. I mean, I've shown interest in things that she's done. Maybe I could convince her to let me borrow it to see if I could kind of like do what she does on my own. I mean, that's something.
Lying.
Yeah. One thing I'm sometimes good at. Comes with the job.
You can try. If you think that it's worth trying. If you think the risk is worth it. Because if the answer is no, there will be something to pay. Any result that ends with us not getting that watch comes with a price, or can.
I feel like there's not... I mean, if she tells me what the watch does, and I inquire about, you know, letting me borrow it, and she says no, that could be the, you know, the end of it.
It could be.
I mean, she wouldn't have any reason to
That's
get that
true.
upset over it.
No, yes.
Now, if I started asking random questions...
Right, so keep it simple then.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, and after talking to David, the more I feel that it's accurate that she's prolonging this. Or perhaps she's the reason it escalates. He was talking about her enjoying something. She's made it quite clear that she enjoys what she does.
Right.
Perhaps enjoying something too much.
I'll see if, because I don't have a way to get a hold of Duval. Maybe Valentine has a way. And then I'll go from there. Or Victor, maybe Victor does, I don't know.
I feel like the less people we can involve, the better we are. Truly. I understand that the Camarilla leaders, the Primogens and Prince, want this to end. The Prince has tasked us with ending this. And I don't think that they won't necessarily help. Too many people involved will complicate things and could incur more favors. I don't want to be beholden to these people.
I will start with Valentine. Text Sophia.
Valentine is a good card.
Yes.
Try and... I don't know. You know how to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna text Sophia and say, ask Valentine if he has a way to get in contact with Valerie Duval. Or, I'm sorry, we're just gonna say Duval. And then she's just gonna send like 3 hearts and say, can't wait for the party.
Okay. Sophia, she gives you a little salute emoji.
I love that.
Message sent.
All right. We should probably head back. It's getting early.
Right. I figure we're probably like walking as we talk, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I was hoping we were just standing right outside of his apartment door.
Right by the speaker. Like,
Yeah.
guys, the speaker's still on. I could hear you. Oh. When did Estevez say that party was?
I'm not sure. Valentine said coming up soon. So
Perhaps when you speak with Valentine, that's something you can ask about, because if it's going to be very soon, perhaps we could use it to create some new connections and perhaps something useful.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I think if I end up going to Tayshawn, that might be the last option.
Right.
Effective, but it might not end well. I'd like to think he wouldn't put me in too much danger as far as the sheriff goes. But, who's to say?
Right.
Never know these days.
We'll hopefully figure it all out, Nick. We gotta get you some snazzy clothes for the party.
Yes. Yes, we must do that once again.
Yeah, don't ruin them this time.
I didn't ruin them last time. I modified them. I gave them an upgrade.
Ruined.
Look, if pop culture's taught me anything, vampires don't like religion either, so the upside-down cross wasn't insulting. It was topical.
You're topical.
Thank
I don't
you.
even know what that's supposed to mean, but you're topical.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
We should add that onto the agenda either today or tomorrow, just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I can ask Sophia to do that for us. I already know what your measurements are, so...
Right.
You need to bring someone.
I could bring Sophia.
If only you
I'm
could see
kidding.
my face. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I mean...
no.
If she
No.
wanted to.
No. I will not lead the little lamb into the wolf's mouth.
I will say, as far as you could tell, and you'd probably be able to tell, nobody brought a mortal as a +1 to the last party.
She's
That's
not a
bringing
mortal.
a
She's
snack.
a ghoul.
She's... okay.
Still mortal, though, I think.
She's kind.
Right. But, wait, is Masika not...
Massacre, you mean?
Masika.
Oh,
No, she's
Massacre.
Kindred.
Oh, okay, I
She's a
misunderstood.
Tremere.
Never mind then.
Yeah,
I was cool about that at first, too, until
Yeah.
she started talking about... I forget what it was. Something made me go, oh, okay, she's not kind.
yeah, no, she's a mage.
Never mind. Disregard.
Yeah,
It was the assistant comment. That's what...
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, same for me at first.
I mean,
When she
that is
started
fair.
Mhm.
Being in such close proximity to her, you can tell she was Kindred.
Okay.
When she started talking about having her own projects that she was working on, that's when I was kind of like, oh, okay, maybe she is Kindred.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The vibe that you very well might have gotten is like professor and TA. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, maybe I could bring Duval. That would be lovely.
Sorry, I got a little choked up there.
Mm.
Try that again. No. No. Just no.
I don't even know who I would bring. The whole thing just... Ugh.
I don't even know if I can get away with going.
What do you mean?
Nothing. We should go back home.
No, what do you mean?
No.
We are going back home.
Keep walking.
Why would you not be able to go? They've invited you.
I know, but
What?
You guys taking a train?
probably.
Yes.
Icky, stinky trains.
No, you have to explain this to me now. Do not just shush me and tell me to go home.
Well, I don't know how Victor's gonna feel.
Then take him. Just take him
He
with
doesn't
you.
do parties, and
Well,
I already
that's
told
his
Valentine I'd go
problem,
with
then.
him.
Well, then go with fucking
Then you
Valentine.
take Victor.
No. No. Mm-mm. I was trying to solve your problem, not mine.
I have too many problems for you to solve, Mick.
One at a time.
Sure.
I'm just trying to think who the hell.
I could text Valentine and see if he has any friends. I don't know.
Suppose it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to be able to stomach me anyway. Sure, fine. You can ask Valentine.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Well, look, I'm only going to bring their stature down as opposed to elevate them.
Maybe no. Oh,
That's my bad. I didn't set it to repeat.
I will pause. You won't bring that's okay. You won't bring the stature down, Mick. We just gotta get you cleaned up. Take a bath.
Bathe.
Yeah. Look presentable. Puff
Well,
your
you
chest out a
already
little bit.
Really?
In the best way. Be
I
confident.
only know
Don't
one
be like
way.
me at Elysium.
What? Well, there's
Panicky,
lots of things that
uncomfortable.
you were at. Okay. Right, well, let me know what Valentine says and we'll handle it from there.
He wants to give me wits and awareness.
Oh, great. That's good.
Let's see.
I have a pool of 5.
Oh, okay, you've got one more than me.
Okay. Hmm, 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
You're on the train, and you notice a giant fucking rat that's kind of huddled up in the far corner of the train, just sitting there in a space where there's not a lot of people, underneath kind of like one of the seats. It's looking at you.
It's a fucking rat.
Huh?
Fucking rat. Look.
Oh. Well, that's a big... That's a... A rat of unusual size?
Yes, and a rat that's looking at us.
You're gonna be coming up to your stop pretty soon.
We've been followed a lot recently.
You've been followed a lot recently. Who did you upset?
Everybody, apparently. What else is new?
Jake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know if it needs to be said, but Valerie is also following up Sophia with a text of see if Valentine has anyone for Mick to take.
Okay.
With him.
So do we kill the rat?
Fucking hive mind rats, it probably doesn't matter. They all know. We could.
We could try.
Please tell me that doesn't count as unnecessary harm to an innocent.
No.
Okay.
The rat, no.
Just fucking
No, this
yeet
rat
the
is not innocent.
Jesus, what a
You don't
thing
know
to
this
say.
rat's crimes.
This rat committed 3 murders before it got onto the train.
Stole candy from a baby.
Robbed a convenience store. Fuck. I'm sorry. Anyway.
The big fucking rat. What am I supposed to do? It's under the chair.
I'm not touching it.
I'm not able to, like, try and stomp on this thing, right? There's, like, too much of a horizontal deterrent here.
I mean, you could try.
This is not gonna go well.
There
Sure.
are other people on this train, I'll point out. But
It's a rat.
yeah, what I'm saying is don't try to fucking, like, potent
Oh,
like,
no.
kick
No.
this rat through the door or some shit.
Jesus.
One
Neither
punch
me
to a
nor
rat.
Mick is that
I'm s-
unreasonable.
You're in a masquerade zone, alright? Don't try to fucking liquefy this rat.
I mean, I'm gonna
You
make
could
it
just try to
pulp.
grab it.
And then it'll bite me, and then I'll take freaking damage, and I don't...
You're not gonna
I
take
don't know.
damage from getting bit by a rat, alright?
Oh, okay. Well, then, what should I... Can I do strength and brawl with grappling?
Are you trying to grab it? Your
yeah,
grappling does not count, alright? As
Oh.
funny as it would be, grappling is a humanoid on humanoid endeavor. Snatching a rat off of the ground is not grappling.
Can't blame me for trying.
I can't, no. And I don't. Just give me your strength and you trying to grab it?
Okay, so can you tell me what the 2 different roles are, and I will determine what's better for me? Whether I'm trying to stomp on this thing or grab it. Like,
If you're trying to stomp on it, it's strength and brawl.
Okay.
If you're trying to grab it, it's dex, and I'd allow brawl or athletics.
Oh, no matter what way we go, it's the same.
Hell
Really?
yeah.
All of those come out to the same pool?
They do. They do.
Alright, hold up. The stats for a rat are definitely in the book. Give me a second.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
It's under the antagonists section, which is hilarious.
Amazing.
You dirty rat.
Yeah, it's 5 dice no matter how I spin it. I have 3 in strength, 3 in dex, 2 in athletics, and 2 in brawl.
Oh my god. Rats have a brawl score. That's fucking hilarious.
See? I told you. It's gonna bite me.
Okay. Let's do this.
Are we doing this? Are you
We're
ready?
doing this. I rolled for the rat.
I have 3 successes.
You fucking catch that rat.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So Mick, you walk over to this rat, and as soon as you start walking towards it, it fucking scurries, right? You see it like kind of dart back and forth a little bit, and then but it's in the train with you, so it just runs back to the far side of the wall of the train. You got it cornered at this point, and as it's trying to scurry past you, hugging the wall, there's like people around. Like, this is an underpopulated like side of the train, but on the other side there's like a couple sitting next to each other and a dude who's like on his phone, and they're all watching you at this point as you lunge and you catch this rat just as it's trying to run past you to the other side of the train. You got it in your hands. It's squeaking, it's hissing, it's like,
Yeah.
it's squirming in your hands. What are you gonna do about this rat? People are watching you.
Are we getting off the train?
Are you gonna hold it until you're stopped?
I mean, you said it was coming up, so I was like preparing for.
All right, yeah. You reach your stop.
Okay.
Could, like, put it in my bag or something. I'm sure she's
No,
carrying a bag with
Getting
her.
off the train, right?
Yeah,
Is
you get off the
there
train.
another train coming? Like coming through the station?
Oh no!
Yes, there is.
Okay. I'm just gonna chuck it in front of the train so it.
Oh my god!
We're gonna feel real fucking bad if this rat had nothing to do with anything.
It's just some fucking rat.
Hey, you know what? We've had enough issues. I'm not taking any chances. She keeps
People
talking about
gasp.
rats.
People like. People go, oh my god, and they like walk fast away from you. Like,
You will thank me when we don't have a second wave of the bubonic plague.
I can't fucking
That's-
breathe.
We're gonna see
That's-
Crid later, and he's gonna be like, "You didn't have to kill the rat, Mick."
it's gonna be like, his name was Arthur. Mick, you killed him.
God damn.
You know what? I'm glad that my first roll of the night was a successful one.
Hey, did you roll brawl to catch the rat? Or it all doesn't matter.
Right.
We'll say that you rolled brawl,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna count that as you getting your brawl practice in.
Oh, okay, great.
Well
yeah.
done. You've performed your in-character action necessary to
Oh my
spend
God.
your experience points.
That's much better
You can
than
increase your brawl.
God damn.
Yeah.
So is it safe to assume that the rat went splat?
The rat's super dead.
Okay.
The rat's really dead. Yeah.
Episode title: Rat Killer.
Rat King.
Rodenticide.
Start killing every single rat we see.
Plague Stopper.
God damn it! I'm crying. I need a minute. Hold on.
Okay, we're gonna take a minute.
Oh my fucking god, bro! You
Hey,
animal abuse disclosure. Holy shit. Okay,
any
alright.
disclaimer on this episode?
Yeah.
I don't know. I put disclaimers on a couple episodes.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, alright, I'm good. I'm
I don't
back.
know. Does the disclaimer lose something if we're fucking laughing the entire time it actually happens in the session? Like, does the
I don't
disclaimer
know.
start to feel kind of disingenuous?
Yeah, it does. I think you're right.
Oof.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to
I'm
worry
good.
about him bringing information back to the source.
Mick, I can't believe you did that!
Well, he's just going to let it get away, then, you know, it would have gone and whispered in somebody's ear about the things we were talking about.
I mean, it could have just been a random rat.
Now you say that?
I mean,
You've been suspicious of every individual in rat. That one, you're going to say maybe it was a real rat?
because he was really chubby.
That's not nice.
What?
Just because something is chubby doesn't mean it's distrustful.
That's, I was saying maybe he was trustful because he was a chubby little rat. And he looked. I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't want to kill it. We could have
Well-
interrogated the rat. Can't you talk to animals now or something?
No, I can't talk to animals. I can bond with them, but I can't talk to them.
Could have bonded
can-
with it.
Oh, how dare you?
Where is Poppy, by
I've
the
seen that pigeon once. Like,
way?
He's around. He goes rooftop to rooftop until I need him. It's a little weird to see someone walking around with a pigeon on their shoulder. I mean, I know this is New York, but come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
He stands
feel
out
like-
enough, you know?
that happened down by the beach. There was someone carrying a giant, like, African gray parrot just on their shoulder.
That's
I have
not a
pictures of
pigeon.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever,
for some
it's the
reason
same
that's
thing.
less weird than having a pigeon.
That's
yeah.
an exotic bird.
It's the
That is
same
a
thing.
parrot. No,
It's
it's
virtually
really
It's
the
not.
really
same
not
thing.
the same thing.
No.
Alright, whatever, guys. It's a fucking bird. They're all the fucking same.
Well,
God damn. I don't know, maybe Crid could have helped us and interrogated the rat? He said that I don't think
I think I just avoided us needing a favor.
Did it look like the rat that was following me before, or do all rats look the same?
Wow.
I didn't.
Species appropriation, come on.
That's
I can reword this if you want to
this
cut
is
that
too
out.
much. Okay, we gotta. This was a noticeably larger rat.
Okay.
It's not the same rat.
Okay.
That
Oh
big.
my god.
It's a big bucket. It was a big rat.
An ROUS.
Okay.
it's
Enough
a
stupid
reference.
shit has gone down.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Anyway, look, at least the things we were talking about will not be regurgitated to somebody we don't want it said to.
I hope no one was recording that.
I mean, I didn't I didn't do anything like, I shouldn't do.
Yeah, was it a masquerade breach?
Yeah, I just caught a rat.
Honestly, like, I don't know. I don't even know in New York if that's like much of a story. If you see someone throw a rat in front of a train, like,
Especially when they look like a bum, like Mick does.
yeah. Anyway, Sophia gets back to you.
Oh.
Oh.
The message that she conveys in her delightful little Sophia way is that Duval will be at the party.
Oh.
So that might be a good time to talk to her. He could try to set up a meeting if you like, but she'll be at the party. You could talk to her then, or you could try to talk, set up a more private meeting then, or what have you, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, he says that it's in 2 nights, so not the following night, but the night after. Or I should say, not tomorrow night, but the night after.
Okay.
Additionally, he says, unfortunately, he doesn't have anybody suitable for Mick.
Mm-hmm.
Mick's gonna have to.
I mean, I knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He kind of just leaves it at that.
Okay.
It's not that he doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have anybody suitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He appends, actually, that he could come as a fashionable bachelor.
Ooh. Mick, you think you can play the role of bachelor?
What? You mean my everyday?
I mean,
Aren't I always?
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, sure, I suppose.
'Cause he doesn't have anyone for you. So
I sort of expected as much.
yeah, it's in 2 nights.
Oh, good.
So Duval will be there. So
Oh, right. Well,
I feel like we could wait.
yeah, that's fine. At least if she gets upset, it'll be in a crowded room.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she'll get upset.
Suppose we'll find out.
Valerie's gonna just text Sophia to text him back again and say, well, I'll talk with Duval at the party. If you're okay with letting me go for a little while. And then send a follow-up text and ask Sophia to find a nice suit for Mick and send his measurements.
Okay.
You remember those things?
Yeah. I sew.
What?
I've made most of my own clothes.
What?
I've told you that.
No, you haven't.
I haven't?
Oh.
Oh, well,
I
thought
only
I
know
did.
that you have a brother, and even that was only most recently discovered.
you don't ask.
You don't tell.
I'm not used to telling people things.
Not even Victor? Hmm. Huh.
What color suit do you want?
Uh-huh. Black is fine. Every
Okay.
day's a funeral when you're already dead.
Oh. Well. Oh, she'll text him and ask, or text Sophia and ask to get shoes too. I'm
Shoes.
doing real good.
Okay.
Shoes. Shoes.
So, it is. You still have a little bit of time left for the night. If there's anything else that you guys would like to accomplish before your day sleep, are you guys doing on hunger, or any other messages that you want to try to get to, say, Crid or something? So again, and remember, it was Maxwell Frye who warned you that Crid's rats are not the only ones in the alleys. So be careful what you say
Mhm.
to the rats.
Well, clearly, 'cause-
Clearly.
Yeah, we've learned that I forgot that Fry said that,
Mhm.
but we've learned as much since, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
Jake pretty much confirmed that he was spying
Oh,
on
yeah.
you with rats. Yeah.
yeah. Not that one. Not
Mm.
anymore.
Not that one anymore.
I bet that was his favorite. I hope it was.
Well. Goodbye, Arthur.
Anyway, I don't think Mick has anything to do within Victor's territory. I'm assuming there's some sort of general store.
Yeah.
Mick will go pick up a variety of odd hair colors, odd hair dye colors.
Okay.
All of his burned in the club, so
Right. All right.
Great, so you're gonna ruin the new apartment's bathroom. That's great.
you don't know.
Well, I am voicing my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you do what you want with that information.
Valerie, what are you doing? Anything special?
Probably... No, nothing. I was gonna say she's probably got a lot of clothes anyway, but I mean, maybe make something. alter something around, but nothing.
Get
Nothing
prepared
noteworthy.
for the
Yeah.
party. Okay. So you guys kill your downtime. Then pretty soon, dawn is coming. So you guys are gonna have to get in bed. Make sure the room is sun tight, and make your rouse checks for when you awake the following dusk.
Yes.
Well, look at me starting strong with an 8.
I'm starting
Hey.
strong with a failure.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. It's okay. I forgive myself.
It's all right. Mick will watch your back while you hunt. Like a cat following you into the bathroom to protect you at your most vulnerable point. That's what I just thought of. I'm like, why are we like this? I'm like, oh, okay.
A day passes by and dusk breaks. It's another night, about 6 o'clock-ish. Valerie, you wake up a little hungrier than you were before. You have tonight, and the party is tomorrow night. What's first on the agenda? Very often you would hunt in the early dusk, right?
Yeah. We're gonna
Not
go
to-
do that.
Yeah, not to... I realized I was very leading.
That's okay.
Alright. But we are hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Mick, don't forget, you still have that Disgracia
Is it
Yeah,
until
that-
I feed again?
until you feed again or until you reach 5 hunger.
Right. Okay.
Or
I
until
did-
you,
I did
or until
not
you
forget.
use it. Yeah,
I did not forget. I have it written down,
nice.
but I haven't gone up against it. I didn't consider that rat my enemy enough
You
to
didn't-
use
you
my
didn't-
Disgracia.
You didn't consider the rat an enemy?
Not so much where I'd have to use that or find it necessary. You point me at what's his name, at Jake, and then we'll talk. But
Gotcha.
Valid.
Alright.
not the rat though.
Not the rat.
Jeez.
Valerie, you're hunting in Dominic's... No. Who
Wrong.
the fuck is Dominic?
Dominic's dead.
Yeah, Dominic.
Dominic's
is
a
Dominic got
different-
dragged out of a bathroom and decapitated.
Right.
Eep.
Victor. There's a lot of names in this game.
It happens.
You're hunting in Victor's domain. That's difficulty 3, because on a meta level, you guys, the players, really wanted easier hunting rolls, so we put all of your points there.
Yes. And I have a pool of 8, if I remember correct.
You have a pool of 8. It's manipulation plus persuasion, and in this domain, I do not believe you get any
7.
bonuses. So
Yeah.
it's 7.
4, 5, 6, 7.
If
That's
she
right.
would
You have a
want-
very high manipulation.
If she would want, Mick would go with her. I mean, I know I can't like mechanically do anything to help necessarily, but you know,
Mhm.
just for the company and to watch her back.
I'm so grateful I got 2 10s because that's all I got. So,
And not a messy critical.
no.
Well, very good.
Everything
let's
else
see.
was 2s and 1s. Or,
Were you? I should have asked. Were you looking for a particular flavor?
Nope. Just some dinner. Or breakfast, I guess.
Just something to top off the old tank.
Yeah.
What's your hunger at?
It'll be at 1 now.
Oh, okay.
Having done some rolls, you get a particularly powerful choleric flavor to your target. They are deeply not agitated, but you can tell that they're a very passionate person just in general from their flavor. it would be enough to increase skills in celerity or potence. But as it is now, it is just a flavor for you. Unfortunate.
That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, as Valerie is feeding Mick, you are watching her back, right?
And I have Poppy with me.
And you have Poppy with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Poppy. How do you utilize Poppy? Poppy's just on your shoulder?
Mm-hmm. I've got some birdseed.
Okay.
With yeah. Just chilling.
As
Looking
you
weird.
are watching out for Valerie as she's doing her thing, as she's hunting, Poppy is on your shoulder and you're feeding birdseed. And then, what was it? It was Poppy she?
No, it's a boy.
Yeah. He starts hopping up and down and kind of like fluttering his wings a little bit and cooing and even kind of gently pecking at your face to get your attention.
What? I'm sorry. It's the only birdseed I can get. What?
He hops off your shoulder and kind of flies into the air. And in the direction that you see him fly and then circle back towards you, on a nearby rooftop, there is a large black raven who's clearly watching you.
Oh, is this Frye's raven?
I mean, as well as you can visually tell one raven from another.
Right. Yeah, I guess that was
There are ravens in New York.
Yeah, but they're not nocturnal.
They're not nocturnal, it's true.
Yeah.
So this is strange. Honestly, probably maybe bearing the lead a little bit here. This raven clearly has something held in its beak. At this distance and this dark, a raven against the night sky, you can't
Hard to
tell
see.
what it's holding, but it's
Right.
clearly holding something in its beak. The raven looks at you rather intently and kind of hops back and forth. It's clear that it has seen you and it's not flying away or anything. It has seen you see it, I should say.
Yeah, we've bared witness to one another. Yeah.
You made eye contact with the bird. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Poppy comes back to my shoulder. I will, Mick's just gonna hold his arm up, to the bird, come here.
The raven takes to the wing and kind of sails down in an arc and flutters just in the last moment to land perched on your arm.
What's in his mouth?
It is a vial, a glass vial of dark red liquid. It is... I mean, I don't need to be cryptic. It is exactly like the vial of blood potions, blood alchemy elixirs that you got off of the Thin Bloods who attacked your last apartment.
Oh, same size?
Roughly the same size, yeah.
I didn't realize that's smaller than I thought they were, but that's okay. Is he gonna let me take it?
Yes.
If I put my hand, okay. No markings or anything on this? It's just blank.
It's just blank.
Bird
And
have the letter tied to his little ankle or anything?
when you take the vial and you free up the bird's beak, it opens its beak up and you can see it it imitates human speech.
Yeah.
And it says, peace. Peace. Visit. It kind of hops and then it turns and it very clearly points with its beak towards Brooklyn, towards the east. and it says, "Visit."
Right. All right, off with you then.
He repeats one last time, "Visit, peace," and then it
Yes,
pops up and it.
I understand.
The raven takes to the sky again and flies towards Brooklyn.
Did I recognize the voice? Because ravens are supposed to be masters of mimicry.
It
To an extent.
it seemed like it was imitating a masculine voice. It didn't sound exactly like Frye, but it is a bird doing its best.
Okay. Wait, Brooklyn is...
Where Frye was.
Yeah, that's Anarch territory, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Well, not quite.
No, not quite. It's right near their territory, though, is it? Right? Is that what I'm remembering? They're not far from there?
What I think you're remembering is that there is an Anarch presence in Brooklyn.
Right,
So,
right, okay.
Staten Island is entirely Anarch,
Yeah.
and there are also Anarchs throughout Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx.
Right, but it's not their territory, though.
I mean, they claim territory, they just don't claim the entire borough.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like,
all right.
Like, Frye's domain is Prospect Park. That you
And
could
that's in
call it
Brooklyn.
then. That's in Brooklyn. You could call
Okay.
Prospect Park Anarch territory.
But it's his.
It's his.
Right,
Because it's
yeah.
his and he's an Anarch. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, when Val is done having a sip, is that... You're good, right?
Yeah.
Well, I seem to have received a message.
I'm sorry, what?
I hold up the blood vial for her to see. I just received a little something from a bird. Seems Frye wants to meet. Peace, the bird said.
Peace?
That's what he said. The bird said, peace. Visit. And pointed towards Brooklyn.
Would Frye have access to those? And she's gesturing to the potion.
Well, we know that Frye has some sort of connection with Jake.
This seems like a trap.
It does. It's either a trap or he's going to try and recruit us or myself.
Kadir warned us about going out there.
Right. He warned us about talking to them. Period.
Right.
I mean, we've already fucked that up.
What haven't we fucked up, Mick?
I don't think we have the time to make that list. You don't have to come with me if you don't want to, but I want to look into this.
Well, I'm not gonna, go there and let you die.
Well, thank you. Look, he didn't harm us or present any sort of violence towards us. When we saw him last time, he just spouted his rhetoric, his recruitment speech, and let us leave. He said what he had to say. But all we know is at one point he was trying to convince Emily to go with him because of Jake, or used Jake as encouragement. It's either a trap or, I mean, maybe something new has come about and he sees Jake as a problem. Who knows? But he's declared peace. I honestly don't know what that means, like how much weight to put behind that, but it could stand for something. Why waste the effort?
Should we go there waving a white flag?
No. No, I'm not going to go in ready to punch
Surrender.
the first one of them that comes up to me. But I'm going to hope that he upholds the suggestion of peace, even if it is temporary. Head on a swivel. I'll bring Poppy. He can
Poke
hop
their
3
eye out.
times and squawk if something seems fishy.
All right.
You're gonna trust the bird's judgment on what's suspicious.
Don't be like that. He's a good bird.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is early in the night. Am I to understand that you will be visiting Jake?
What?
No.
Jake? No.
No,
Fry.
I'm
Now we're
sorry.
not.
There's too many names! I'm sorry!
Something's telling me we should not go to Brooklyn now. Just...
That was not. No! That was not. Freud has no place in this conversation.
I want to go see Fry.
You want to go see Fry? Okay.
Yes.
Were you gonna eat
Yep.
so you could get your thing?
I already did that.
Disgracia. Oh, you did.
Oh,
so you don't-
wait,
the
wait.
Disgracia.
I have Disgracia.
Yeah. You have
If
to
I eat again, I'll lose it.
Oh! It's a positive thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds horrific.
It sounds
but yeah.
negative. I think that's
It
why I
really
was just like,
does.
wait a second. Okay, you're good.
Yeah,
Never mind.
no, it's
Yeah.
horrific for the mortal. It's
Yeah.
it's an immense emotional disbalance.
Yeah, that'll be
Mhm.
fine.
But you are profiting from mortal suffering, as you know,
Hell yeah.
as you do. Yeah.
Guess we're gonna go see Maxwell Frye, quote unquote.
Yeah. Why do you say quote unquote like that?
Because of that slip. Well, not
Because of the
slip,
little
but
slip,
because
my
you
little
mixed
slip
his
up?
Name.
Little-
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. I've done shit like that before too.
Yeah, and I'm realizing it's probably not helping that I did not confirm that his voice was Maxwell Frye's. I just said it was masculine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you guys remember Frye's place.
Mhm.
You head on over to Brooklyn, catch a train, I assume.
Ugh, no, I really don't want to go on any more fucking trains.
Yeah,
We're
you know
taking a
what?
goddamn.
Fuck rats.
Yeah.
All right, you get a lift.
Swindle 'em.
Mm-hmm. You make your way to Brooklyn. You have them drop you off at Prospect Park. When you enter the park, I should probably know. Does Prospect Park close? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Wait, it does. Yeah.
What does?
Oh well.
Really?
Yeah. 9 to 5.
Oh. What? It says what? It was 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with what I just looked up.
It's only
Maybe I'm looking at
vampires.
Prospect Park Alliance. It doesn't fucking
Mhm.
matter. You're vampires. You get in.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're supposed to be there or not. When you enter the park, do you remember kind of the space where Frye likes to hang out?
It was kind of like a not under construction, but like a marked off area, right? It was down in a little like what's the word? A ravine sort of area within the park.
It is an area of the park that is actually called the Ravine.
It's called the ravine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very densely wooded area with some
Yeah.
little walking trails.
Mm-hmm.
As you start making your way towards the ravine, you can see the raven circling in the sky. You can see it silhouetted against a moonlit cloud here and there. Once you get closer to the ravine, you can see a figure. Or I should say, the first thing you see before you can see this figure is its eyes. Glowing red eyes. Like embers, like animal eyes. You've seen this before, several nights ago. When you see these glowing eyes watching you as you approach the ravine, you can then start to see the silhouette of an individual leaning against a tree. And you're fairly confident that it is Maxwell Frye.
Fairly confident?
You're fairly confident it's Maxwell Frye.
Okay.
Fry,
Yeah,
you rang.
I did. Kind of
Well?
surprised you came, to be honest.
Color me curious.
Both of you showed up. Hey, condolences about the diva, by the way. Sorry, the Toreador.
Well, shit happens, I guess.
Yeah, shit happens.
It is a shame. She wasn't all that bad, but... Well, here we are.
Did you two come alone?
I have a bird.
Right, well, so do I, so... guess we're evenly matched.
You're by yourself.
Nah.
He looks around, and on cue, you see about, you count 4, maybe 5 pairs of red pinprick lights.
That's a bit more familiar.
Yeah, we're a close-knit brood.
Well, you called for peace.
That's
so,
right. And I'm gonna honor that.
As will we. What is it that you wish to talk about?
I hear you found yourself in the center of this duskboard mess that's going on.
Unfortunately. Quite very much so.
I heard that you spoke up for them, Mick.
Yeah. I did when I first... Well, I spoke up for her when we met because... Well, I was just trying to do right by her. I didn't know the whole situation, but I just feel I know enough now. I might not know everything, but... Yes, I did.
Yeah, sure, but that's different, you know? It's easy to advocate for flesh
an
and blood
individual.
girl right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, he kind of stands up from the tree. The other pairs of eyes, by the way, have gone dark, giving you a little bit more of a sense of privacy. More than that, I heard that you stood up for them, for their sake, in front of the prince herself.
Sure. Perhaps I'm stupid, but I'm not exactly afraid of them enough to not speak my own mind. I
Yeah,
don't plan to be anytime soon either.
you're gonna get a lot of trouble for that, sitting where you
Well,
are.
I'm already off to a wicked start.
No.
Curious to find out how you knew about that, Frye.
Word travels fast in this city. At some point, unless you can really keep something on lockdown, everyone's gonna know everything eventually. There's a phrase that I heard one time. I liked it. 2 people can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Mm-hmm.
You got way more than 2 people in that room.
Right.
Starting to see the point of your rat statement last time as well.
Oh yeah. Good bit of advice I gave you, huh? Welcome for that one.
Hmm.
He threw one in front of a train.
I did.
You did. Fuck.
Today, actually.
That's wild.
Hmm.
Well, you know, gotta do what you gotta do,
It
right?
was yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yesterday. Sorry.
Hmm.
The night gets away.
Well, it was actually probably the same day. Yeah, it's not midnight
Oh,
yet.
oh, whatever, yeah.
Okay. All right. My bad.
Time's the soup.
Well,
So
if
what do you
wanted-
need, Fry? Oh, sorry, Val.
No, it's probably better I don't speak up.
No.
You wanted peace,
I wanted peace.
so and to visit. What did you want from us?
Word is that the Cammies are blaming us for what's going on. For this Duskborn. For what's going on.
The Anox, specifically.
Yeah.
I sort of got between what the Camarilla said and from what the Baron said.
The Baron.
Callahan.
Callahan, thank you.
Callahan was there?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
He was a little
Ooh.
late, but he was there.
Hadn't heard that part.
Well,
That's something.
well, on the house, I guess. He, I got the impression, and please, Valerie, correct me if I'm wrong. I got the impression that it's not the entire Anarch group, but individuals within. So not necessarily everybody, but that's just what I got from the conversation.
I would personally argue that maybe we shouldn't be giving up all of this information willingly, for free.
For free.
You don't do favors, do you, Max?
We, people look out for each other. People look out for themselves. But no, we don't do this hoity-toity favor bullshit you two do. Your side of the tracks, right?
I'm also hoping that if we speak kindly, we can exchange information without having to worry about owing any favors.
My thoughts exactly.
But I think I've said enough, so I would like to hear more of what you have to say. Or I've said enough for now.
Well, I already let it slip that I knew Jake, right?
You did. Which, I have to be honest, kind of made us second guess coming to see what you wanted.
Fair enough, you know? And I don't know if Callahan mentioned me by name, but he and I aren't exactly on the best of terms. I'm willing to bet that he's going to put me forward as the mastermind behind all this to your little council up in that tower.
There any truth to that at all?
I invited the two of you here because I thought that seeing as you're neck deep in this shit. We could work together, share some information, compare notes. We can try to sort this mess out. You know, not just for us, for the city. But, you know, we're the ones who need it fixed the most. So, you want me to talk about this? I want to know. Hell, I want to know what you know. And I want to know that we're going to be in this. This isn't a favor for a favor, right? That you write down in ink on your little, I don't know, vellum sheets or whatever the fuck you guys do. We don't need this recorded. I want to know that we want the same thing. And from what I heard about you, Mick, I think we do. I don't know about her, though. He nods towards you, Valerie.
She smiles and just tilts her head.
Yeah, I don't buy for a second you've got nothing to say.
Valerie does a very good job of handling the... I really don't want to use the word diplomatic because it certainly doesn't feel like it. She's very good doing the tango that is this bullshit society that I have to deal with every day.
Plays the game, yeah.
But I trust Valerie. And she may have some choice things to say, but she is currently being professional about it because she knows that a job has to be done. Am I right? A little
Professional.
Professional is a little...
No? So what? It's all needs must, necessary evil, gotta do what you gotta do type thing?
I'd say that.
Yeah. Sure.
I think the point is that we need to have the same end goal.
The shit your people do to the Duskborn is fucked. It's
Kill
disgusting.
them.
Yeah.
Is what you mean, right? Yes.
I don't know if you know this, but most Camarilla domains, kill them on sight. They have a scourge looking for them every night. The nicer ones put a brand to them, make them stick out so all the other kindred know that they can step on them and no one will care. New York. New York is better. Not by much, but better. Part of that's your guy Larson. Part of that's that the Anarchs here, well, most of the Anarchs here, will set aside a place for them. I've always made it a point to make sure that they have a place. Some of the other barons pay lip service, but, you know, I'm the one doing the work. I gave Jake too long a leash.
Right.
He got his own fucking manifesto. And you know what? I sympathize with his cause. I really do. Tried to tell him that. And maybe that's why I didn't stop him when I needed to. But now there's more of them every night. Most of them are coming out of Brooklyn. We can't handle this shit. Masquerade's gonna fall. Not to mention this ceasefire, this peace, this gentleman's agreement that we have between your people, my people. It's not gonna last with this shit going on.
Right. What do you know from our meeting? Do you know what we were asked to do?
I've heard that Jake's on your list. That you're supposed to... It was a little cryptic, but it seems like you're supposed to lend your support to the Scourge. And or to Larson. Not sure how that's supposed to work.
Right.
Maybe it's one of the Camarilla's little games.
I think you've got the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you of the mind, then, that Jake has to be stopped?
Jake's definitely got to be stopped.
Good.
To be honest, I don't want to bring him final death if we don't have to. But
if we have to.
But if we have to.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have to, because he's already threatened people close to us. And I also think I broke his nose.
Oh. Yeah, could you confirm what he looks like? If we gave you a description?
He's a scrawny white guy. I think he's from, I don't know, somewhere else in New England, but I'm not sure. He's got brown hair, short.
Does he have a
He's got that-
moon?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
brand. Wherever city he came from, they put that on him so that...
People would know.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a run-in with him,
Yes.
like Mick said.
So he's gunning for you personally.
Yes. I mean, I'm not sure if he was initially, but he was very rude. So I headbutted him in the face.
Do you already know anything about... And he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out another one of those little vials, and he gestures with it.
Yes, your bird brought me one of those, right?
Yeah, peace offering.
What is it?
It's something they do. It's, Jake told me a little bit about it. When he thinks you're his friend, sometimes he won't shut the fuck up. Honestly, most of it was over my head, but apparently it's something he learned, I don't know, elsewhere. Apparently, it's something that Thin Bloods are doing. I don't know where it came from or when exactly it became a thing. I don't know of anyone in this city who was doing it before Jake, but he's been teaching the others. And now they've... It's like the fucking... what is it? Academy in Athens or some shit. Like...
Right. It's a mess. It's a fucking mess.
It's a whole skill. It's a whole discipline unto themselves. Something they
Right.
can do.
Well, some of the little shitheads that broke into a place we were staying had some of these on them and were utilizing them. So it's not the first time we've come across them, but weren't exactly sure just how they were making them. But...
You already doing something about Jake?
Trying to find out what to fucking do about Jake, honestly. Seeking looking over every option that we have.
Where he hangs out, who his people are.
Whose people
Information's key. Honestly.
Yeah. What are you guys gonna do about Duval?
Oh, you know about Duval.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hold on. We'll backtrack just right behind, or right onto that. What do you mean? What are we going to do about her? Technically, she shouldn't be a problem. If anything, she should be a means to an end. Because
Means
if we were to
commit.
do things the way that our side of the fence wants to do things, she should just find him and take his life. His
Yeah,
unlife.
she's hacking innocent Duskborn all the way there.
Right.
The fuck do you mean just let her?
I mean, in my opinion, in her position, if she's to be effective, she should just be going for the single target, not everybody. I asked what you think we should do about her because I didn't know if there was additional information that we weren't aware of. Maybe something you've seen on your side that we haven't, because all I've seen her do is kill people. I'm assuming, I don't know what she chooses to get from it, but...
Not every Duskborn in this city is with Jake.
Right.
Most of them don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I've come across one already.
If we're gonna work together on this,
Mm-hmm.
I said this wasn't gonna be some kind of quid pro quo shit. If we're gonna work together on this, I want Duval hamstrung somehow. I want her gimped. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. I don't know how possible it is for us to be able to achieve that. Try as we might. I
Kindred are
understand.
dying every night.
Yes. I understand she's a problem. She's a little too overzealous, in my opinion. She's doing it for the wrong reasons, I think. Val,
Mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts on Duval?
I'm probably our best chance at making that happen.
Yeah? You do that? Because,
I
you
can-
know, I caught word of how you talked about the Dustborn, too.
Max,
Not,
sometimes in order to keep your head above water, you have to speak the language, right? I was the only one in that room, well, and Lawson, I suppose, that was saying that they deserved a chance.
Right, so
Frye, I need you to see this from my perspective a little bit.
your perspective. Yeah,
a little
sure.
bit. Just
All
a little
right.
bit.
Tell me your perspective, huh?
I can't fight. I have Mick. I just want to survive. And if that means getting in with some socialites and playing the game and going to parties, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
I don't have much else I can fall back on.
Someone said, give me liberty or give me death. Bit much for you, huh?
I suppose.
Well,
If you want Duval hamstrung, as you put it, I'm your best hope at that. So
She is.
you could either take my help, or I don't know.
That's not just playing the game to keep your head out of the water, though. Also, what the fuck is that mixed metaphor?
What?
Don't worry about it. Valerie, right?
Mm-hmm.
You realize you're putting yourself at risk just coming here and talking to me, right?
I know.
What do you think all your friends at your little parties would appreciate you lying down with the mutts out here getting fleas?
I'll tell them the same thing that I told Mick before we came here. And I'm just following him to make sure he doesn't die.
Alright.
Honestly, I've painted a bad enough of a picture of myself that it works, so... And it is true, she is making sure I'm not dying. So you said that Jake is chatty with his friends. Are you no longer Jake's friend then? Has he put you aside?
I told him that what he was doing was stupid. I tried to tell him that, you know, his cause was my cause. His people were my people. I tried to make him see it that way. And he just... He wants the Camarilla to burn. He'll set the whole world on fire to do it.
Sounds like you hurt his feelings.
Yeah, he fucking did. But you know what hurt his feelings more?
Emily?
Losing Emily. Why didn't you just
That
give her to
wasn't-
me?
We gave her a choice. We didn't take her from you. She made a decision to come with us. Nobody swayed her. We didn't not give her to you. She just decided not to go with you. Perhaps maybe if I had a better view on things, maybe it would have gone differently, but I personally was leaving the choice in her hands.
Yeah.
I didn't think she was any safe. No offense. I didn't think she was any safer with either of us, but it seemed like you and I had a similar goal, was just to get her safe. So it's her decision.
Anything, it's Larson's fault for not keeping a better eye on her.
Larson's a fucking dumbass.
Got a good heart, though. He's trying.
Yeah. Sure.
If Duval wasn't such a cunt, then, you know, maybe she'd still be alive also.
Larson's a fucking lapdog. He doesn't do shit. You can see him trying to...
He can't possibly be wanting to do this out of the kindness of his own heart, right?
Larson?
Yeah.
I mean...
This is a shit job. I wouldn't want it.
I don't know. Must be getting something out of it. But... regardless, he's trying to make things better for the Duskborn. Cozying up to the prince isn't the way to do it. No Camarilla prince is going to be able to give the Duskborn the chance that they deserve. Whole fucking system's rigged against them.
You could say the same about Larson. He's the one trying to help them. Nobody wants to help him help them, though.
Exactly why he's in the wrong place. Whatever,
That's
though.
just as bad as saying it's better if nobody's in his place. At least it's something.
Talking politics is going to go in circles.
Fair enough.
I have some information that might be useful to you. Fact of the matter is, you two are in the Camarilla side doing something to deal with this fucked situation.
Yes.
I have some information that might help.
Willing to hear it?
I already mentioned, I don't know if you heard before, all these thin bloods, all these Dustborn, they're coming out of my territory. They're coming out of Brooklyn.
Right.
They're originating from here and then spreading out to the rest of the city. My question is, who's making them?
I was just going to say, someone's making Duskborns.
I mean, Duskborn can make Duskborn. It can happen sometimes. Not all of them, but some of them. And,
Right.
you know, it happens. But talking to some of them, some of the ones who Jake hasn't gotten to yet, who Larson hasn't gotten to yet, who Duvall hasn't gotten to yet, some of the ones that got lucky and I found them first.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I keep hearing in all their stories. They're saying that they are out on the town, and then shadows. And then everything goes dark, and then they wake up.
That's what we heard.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
From Janet and Dominic.
Yes. Both of them.
Well, have you put that together yet?
No, I have not. Who plays with shadows?
There's the shadows. The fucking shadows. Oh, you two are young.
More so I than her, but
I'm still considered young, Mick.
oh, well, all right.
Even at 5.
Well, I suppose 5 is young.
Here's the thing. A lot of kindred strike from the shadows. Only a few kindred strike with shadows. And there's one clan that's famous for it. They're called the La Sombra. Fucking a little on the nose, right?
Sure.
There's not a whole lot of La Sombra in this city. Even fewer of them who specifically do their work here in Brooklyn. If we can narrow that down, if we could find out who this shadow is who's making the thin bloods.
So, you're saying a half-blood or a Duskborn who is of this particular clan's descent?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. Not sure. I suppose it's not impossible.
Your first thought is that it's a kindred.
Kindred, a full-blooded kindred, who's young enough or their blood is weak enough that they can reliably produce Duskborn instead of additional full-blooded childer. Which means a kindred of a high enough generation.
And it seems they're just doing this on purpose.
Seems like it. Somebody is pumping Duskborn out into the city streets by the fucking bucket load.
It did seem like there were more and more. I think it was 2 nights back to back that I found Janet and Dominic.
Yep.
And then... Oh wait, he didn't know that, never mind. Alright. But in Brooklyn, so... a Sabbat in Brooklyn.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily from there.
Gareth tell you about the Sabbat?
I I misspoke. I meant La Sombra, sorry.
It's fine.
So La Sombra in Brooklyn.
That's my guess.
Well,
I have a couple of suspects. Here's what I'm gonna do. Being a baron, my name's a little too big. If I start asking around, people are gonna start to get suspicious.
right.
You two, no names. Nobody knows you. Especially because you spend so much time in fucking Manhattan, right?
Hmm.
I think I'm going to throw a party. I'm going to extend an invitation to all my good friends, some of whom I think are La Sombra. I'm going to point them out to you. You're going to come kick it with us. You're going to be anarchs for a night. You're going to ask some questions. You're going to see if any signs point to yes. You get what I'm saying?
Understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it. If they give me a hard time about spending time over here, well, they should know that we're working on something. Or I'll remind them. Hopefully it doesn't get me killed.
Hopefully.
Do you intend for both of us, or just Mick to go?
Don't you want to make sure Mick doesn't get killed?
She smiles. Yeah, I guess.
Good
Glad you
deal.
got someone watching your back, Mick.
Like, Gareth
I
sure
do.
as hell isn't gonna do it.
That's
Gareth
fucking
can-
right.
Gareth can fuck a porcupine. I don't give a shit about him.
Yeah. Hey, any idea what Mick is doing? Any idea what Gareth is doing on your side of the fence?
Oh.
What are you talking about?
A little birdie told me where he was, and he was somewhere around Anarch territory. I was just
There are a
wondering
lot
if you
of-
knew anything.
There are a lot of anarchs with a lot of territory in this city. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Promised you weren't gonna tell him. Or telling him.
Oh,
You did promise Gareth that you wouldn't
Yeah.
say anything.
to the Camarilla.
Mm-mm.
I didn't promise shit either. He said, "You better not."
Check your notes.
I am checking my notes, yeah. What the fuck? Where's...
Hunts Point.
Oh, yeah, okay, Hunts Point. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Hunts Point.
No shit.
I mean, that's not much of an answer, Frye. What's Hunts Point?
Hunts Point belongs to Torque, Baron of the Bronx.
Oh shit, I knew that. I knew it was Torque. He figured that out, now I remember. Right. I know that. I guess, whatever. Sorry, Frye, yeah. I believe I retrieved such information
Mm-hmm.
about whose place that was.
Torque's
Well-
big.
Yeah,
He's-
big fella? Meaty fella?
Well, he's strong, but I mean, Torque's a big name.
Hmm.
Listen, maybe you two should know a bit about how shit works in this city. You got your prince and her Primogen Council, right?
Right.
They run things on the Kami side. For us, We've got a baron in every borough except for Manhattan. Callahan's the Baron of Staten Island. Calls himself the Baron of New York. Fuck that guy. I don't want to get into it right now. I've got Brooklyn. An eclectic individual calls herself Mistress, runs Queens. And Torque runs the Bronx. We all keep the peace, we work together, we understand no one kindred can run an entire city, unlike, some people. Torque, though. Torque's got reach, he's got influence, he's got respect. People of Brooklyn look to me, but if Torque is protecting Gareth, Gareth's got friends in high places. I don't know what the fuck he did to get that.
Nothing he ever taught me.
Yeah.
I guess that's why you have me, Mick.
Well, yes. You make up for my lack of knowledge, I make up for your lack of muscle. I used to be the smart one. What the fuck happened?
You still are, in your own way.
Sounds like we have a plan. And sounds like we got a partnership.
Don't plan the party in 2 days because we have something that we're going to be dealing with. Please.
Fine by me.
If you do that, then you're only getting one of us potentially. You got anything to add, Val?
What's the attire? You want,
yes.
you want to see Mick in a suit?
No.
A suit? Are you kidding me? It's a fucking block party, alright?
Oh. No dresses, Val, sorry. Unless they're very short. Oh, I've given you an idea now, damn it.
Before I send you two off, Mick,
Yeah.
I gotta ask, man. You really planning on sticking with the Camarilla?
Huh.
You feel Valerie's gaze.
I'm sticking with her.
Yeah? Ooh, what's that about? It's exciting.
Her and I have been through enough. Don't really
Yeah.
give a shit about the Camarilla. But she's needed me and I've needed her. If that's where
But
she is, that's where I am.
But she's playing the game.
Yeah. She hasn't betrayed me yet.
Let me ask you this. Not to stir the pot too much. He looks at you, Valerie, when he says that. And this is something for you to think about as much as him, right?
Mm-hmm.
How high up the ladder is she gonna climb while dragging your dead weight if you're not gonna play ball too? And if you both start playing ball, you think you're gonna be able to stand up for those ideals you got, Mick? You think they're gonna survive? You two are going in opposite directions. Hell of a partnership.
Well, I think Valerie knows I have no ambitions to climb.
Dead weight.
Mm-hmm. It's up to her what she wants to do with that. She decides to drop the dead weight. I think I know where to land.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well. Mick, Can't promise there will always be someone here to catch you.
I know.
And you, Valerie,
Mm-hmm.
I ever tell you that my sire was Camarilla?
Well,
You didn't.
Her name was Jezebel. War hero, Battle of New York. Slew dozens of Sabbat. Looked out for her people, for her clan, for her brood. Child of fucking Camarilla gangrel nobility.
oh,
She played the game. She worked her fucking ass off trying to do what those people said that she should be doing. What was expected of her. What do you think they did to repay her?
I'm guessing she's not around anymore.
I mean, they didn't dust her, if that's what you're saying.
Mm.
No, she
And-
finally realized that they're going to take advantage of her. They're going to use her for as long as she has something useful to give. And then they're just going to dump her in the trash. Best case scenario. How much use do you think you have? How long can you make it last until they're done with you? Because I guarantee you, you are not 1/10 the kindred my sire was. Not to be rude, just, you know.
It was rude.
Alright, maybe I don't give a shit about being rude. Just some food for thought. Yeah, something to think about.
You have a real funny way of asking for help, Frye.
asking for partnership. It's a little different.
This
We
guy
should go,
gets
Mick.
it. You know, you might think I'm an asshole, but I'm trying to help you. And I'm one of the only kindred in this city who will. Like, really help you. You get what I'm saying? You think I have anything to gain from you switching over? Or even just warning you about what you're in for. But hey, you know, if you don't want to hear the speech, you can fuck off. Good to see you, Mick.
Good to see you, Frye. Thank you.
Yeah. Departs deeper into the ravine until the forest and the darkness takes him.
You
I
know,
don't like him.
I know. Come on, let's start walking back.
Mm.
You know he's right, don't you?
About what part, Mick?
You're going to have to drop the dead weight eventually.
Oh. I thought you were referring to... Anyway. I have no intention of doing that.
That's optimistic thinking, and I can appreciate that. But there will be a point where our goals will pull us in opposite directions.
We'll just have to align our goals a little bit better.
Not saying I won't try. But it's something we do have to be aware of.
Right.
Don't want to be a lapdog. Or a mouthpiece, or any of those things.
I meant what I said to Frye.
Oh yes, he is an asshole, but...
Well, no, yes, but I meant it when I said I'm doing what I have to survive. It is a little fun going to parties. Valentine's really sweet.
Sure.
But you can't throw a punch.
I know. But you can't forget who you are in the process. Play the game all you like, but come back knowing who you are. Don't play too deeply that you forget.
Right.
Or else there will be no aligning goals and you will drop the dead weight very quickly.
Oh, you and Frye both seem to assume that I'm going to drop you. Again, I have no intention of that.
I know. No, I
have
said
intentions of pulling you up with me.
I hope you can.
I think I can.
I think Frye... I have to say, I think he is being genuine in warning us, telling us what the potential is we're hurtling towards.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he's trying to give advice, truly. But he is an asshole, but I don't really see a problem with it because I can be just as much of one. Sometimes being blunt and speaking your mind is what earns respect, or it should.
Sometimes, yeah. Was this what you expected?
It's what I hoped. It's what I hoped would happen. I think this was the best case scenario.
I think absolute best case scenario would be getting that pocket watch and killing Jake. Bringing him that final death.
Honestly, yes. Removing the pocket watch from Duvall and giving it to David.
We're still in their We're still in their territory. I was trying to stop you from saying that.
Well, I agree with what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
At least we have things to fall back on. Or at least one thing. I think after the party, we'll see if there's another.
2 parties. How lovely.
Yes, one more your style and one more mine.
I can't say I've ever been to a block party.
Never?
Mm-mm.
I just wanted to say it's fucking crazy how that worked out, huh?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
I like it.
Thank you.
You block off the main arteries to the street.
I know
you play
what they
loud.
are.
Oh.
Loud
Well,
and
it's fun.
obnoxious.
They are, yes. What better? It'll be fine. You'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it. We'll be there together. You can be my date.
I didn't agree to that. I barely agreed to go to the party.
Hey, you want to keep me safe? I'll be interested in keeping you safe. I think it's fine. I didn't say I was going to court you.
No, it's not.
No, I wasn't saying that.
Mm.
But it's a good cover. They don't know who we are, so... We have to remember that. They don't know who we are.
Yeah.
I'm also not suggesting that, you know, we go together to the other party, because you've already obviously promised yourself to Valentine, and, well,
Right.
to drag weight around would be a, you know...
You're an eligible bachelor. Maybe you'll meet
something
someone.
all right. I can't say that I'll meet anybody that I wish to have any bit of anything with.
I really wonder if Elizabeth's gonna show her face. I'd be embarrassed.
Oh.
Hmm.
We'll see, I suppose. Who's throwing the party?
Arturo.
Same person as last time?
Mm-hmm.
And they're friends, aren't they?
She was his date.
What's
Emphasis
more
on
embarrassing? Well, what if she's invited? What's more embarrassing? Rejecting the invitation or showing up? Honestly.
True. Guess we'll see.
I'm curious to see what these things are that you go to when I'm not around.
Oh, so fun, Mick.
I have to wear a suit, though.
You can try to behave, right?
I
For a
was
few
getting
hours?
used to doing that once a month.
Can I ask, you still have the vial, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, just making sure. Just keeping track of where that is.
He
Why?
gave it to me as a peace offering, and I meant to ask him, like, what does it do?
Oh yeah, you kind of did, and he kind of gave an answer, but you're right. We drifted away from that topic of conversation. Because it's a fucking MacGuffin. Like, I need to keep track of where it is, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna explode?
I don't know,
I meant,
maybe.
like, what's
Oh.
its properties is what I was curious, but...
Yeah.
I mean, define behave. It's not like I'm going to have you following me around all night.
No. I'll
So
more
I'm
than
being
likely
left.
be with Valentine.
So I'm being left to my own devices with a bunch of stuffy people. As an
I mean,
eligible bachelor. Puh.
I'm gonna point out, Valerie, that the last time you went to one of these parties, there were a lot of men without dates, but I don't think you can remember a single woman who was there who was not someone's date.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. Well.
Also, Valentine did not say eligible bachelor.
Oh, yeah, what was the phrasing he used?
He said fashionable bachelor.
Oh, fashionable
Yeah.
bachelor. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, fashionable bachelor is not like a phrase that people say, but,
Yeah.
maybe he was not intending for Mick to find a date there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maz showed up as a bachelor, if you'll recall.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh, Lord.
When you return to your apartment,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
at
Who's
the door, there is already there with a note in Sophia's handwriting. There is a box, and it says Mick on it, and the eye is darted with a little heart.
I
Oh,
fucking knew you were going to
Sophia.
say that. Oh, look, I think she likes me.
What the fuck?
And inside this box is a very nice black suit. And
Oh.
on that note, I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you for listening. Kindred in New York is made under the Dark Pack for Vampire the Masquerade and the World of Darkness. The music you heard is by Scott Buckley. Our story will continue every Wednesday. We hope you'll join us.